We have breaking news. Major religious storms are developing across the nation. The East Coast has been hit with a blizzard of words. The West Coast is experiencing a major storm front of doctrines. The northern regions have amassed a huge cold front that's sending shockwaves to everyone in its path. Those in the southern regions have suddenly become dull of hearing due to massive explosions of false prophets, leaning to their own understanding. Many have been swept away and are now gone with the winds of doctrine. Stay tuned for further developments. Now back to the programme.
Now the Spirit speaks expressly, that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, speaking lies in hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron, forbidding to marry, and commanding to abstain from meats, which God hath created to be received with thanksgiving to them which believe and know the truth. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verses 1 through 3. Never before have we seen so many different deceptive doctrines come forth to deceive the heart of the simple-minded. As the Scripture has stated, that in the last days many false prophets and teachers shall come. Now, many are here. Their doctrines and teachings bombard us like the strong winds of a hurricane. Millions of people have been caught in this vortex like a black hole, pulling them deeper and deeper into darkness. They don't realize it until it's too late. The Scriptures state in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 14, quote, that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness whereby they lie in wait to deceive. Also in the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 9, it states, quote, be not carried about with divers and strange doctrines. There are thousands of false teachings that have flooded the minds of many people, and if you are not careful, you will find yourself drowning in them. These are the doctrines of devils, and they are being presented to the masses by wicked men, false teachers and prophets.
The reason why so many people are being deceived is that people have become lazy-minded. They don't want to take time out to do what the Scriptures tell them to do, which is to study to show thyself approved unto Yah, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. They are too lazy to pick up the Scriptures and read it, study it, seek the Most High for understanding. They watch YouTube videos to get their knowledge, or they're surfing the net for teachings. Like a fast food junkie, they stuff their brains with all types of deadly doctrines until it eventually makes them sick.
What's your favorite flavor today? What floats your boat today? What tickles your ears today? Those are the kinds of questions that you ask a person who clearly have no intentions of doing what is expected of them, but only what pleases them. That is generally the same approach that is taken by those who are tossed to and fro and thrown about by every wind of doctrine. They take on this very staunch attitude towards things that hold no weight and can't even be proven. But even that staunchness is short-lived when the wind starts to blow in a new thought or a new doctrine. I find it truly disturbing to see so many people who are willing to run after a belief that is set and built upon a foundation of sinking sand. If you are not rooted and grounded in the truth, you will soon be gone with the winds of doctrine.
It is impossible to grow spiritually if you don't learn how to seek the Most High and study the Word for yourself. These doctrines are like leeches. They get into your mind and they suck the Word out until all they care about is the false doctrine, even if it goes against the Holy Scriptures. And before you know it, they're like the walking dead, brain dead, spiritually dead. It's like a Category 5 hurricane full of strong winds. You better grab a hold of something solid fast or you'll find yourself gone with the winds of doctrine.